Your daily dose of news from South India with me, T.S. Sudhir. Today, Tamil Nadu dominated the headlines, and our big story on Up South is on whether Tamil Nadu will decide to kick the bottle as demonstrations for prohibition grow more shrill and loud. But the top story is on former Union Telecom Minister Dayanidhi Maran, who is in a spot of bother. Today, the Madras High Court cancelled the anticipatory bail that was given to him in the illegal telephone exchange case. The CBI had said that he was evasive in his replies during the interrogation and was stonewalling queries in the particular case. He has been given 3 days to surrender, but Dayanidhi Maran will most likely approach the Supreme Court in the next 2 days to apply for bail. Joining me now is my colleague Shisha Reddy from Chennai. Shisha, not very good news for Dayanidhi Maran. He of course has been maintaining all along that these were not 300 odd phone lines, but only one line which he was entitled to as the Union Telecom Minister. Any word from the Maran camp or even from the DMK, the party that he belongs to?
Well, Sudhir, as far as this particular case is concerned, the DMK has not majorly said anything backing Dayanidhi Maran, and in fact, even in the past, the DMK chief Karunanidhi had said that Maran will face his cases legally. So that is a stand by the DMK. However, Maran's camp has been very silent and tight-lipped as far as this particular case is concerned, and now that Maran will be knocking the doors of the Supreme Court tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Yes, of course, as you pointed out, Maran has been maintaining that he is innocent, and the CBI has been alleging cases against him and has been torturing. In fact, when the details that has been put forth is not right, and there was only one telephone connection and not 300 odd connections,
yes.
that were running in his backyard when he was the telecom minister.
Right, Shisha, how is the political theatre in Tamil Nadu looking at this? Because corruption has been at the centre stage. You just had the Chief Minister who was acquitted by the Karnataka High Court in the disproportionate assets case, and now the Maran case. It obviously gives the AIDMK a handle to attack the DMK with.
Well, exactly, Sudhir. Now the DMK had this one particular move to put forward as far as this prohibition is concerned. They did, come again saying they will fight to put an end to the liquor sale in Tamil Nadu. While, as far as the DMK is concerned, there have been a lot of cases, that is coming to haunt them. That is a testimony to the recent elections that happened, be it the parliamentary elections or the assembly elections, where DMK was not able to even come closer to the AIDMK's votes,
right.
And this will of course come as a good news for the AIDMK, who is already serving an advantageous position in the state. Of course, there are 10 more months away for the elections in Tamil Nadu, and
yes.
there can be different things that can happen in the coming days as far as the state is concerned.
Absolutely. Shisha Reddy, thanks a lot for joining us with all those details from Chennai. Staying with news from Tamil Nadu, the DMK held demonstrations all over the state today to protest against the state's liquor policy. Remember, in the last few weeks, we have been seeing different opposition parties upping the ante as far as the demand for prohibition is concerned. Almost all of them have been saying that they will impose prohibition if they come to power in the 2016 assembly elections. And it's only the AIDMK, the ruling party, that has said that the opposition is only trying to gain political mileage. But 17% of the 17% of the alcohol consumed in the country is actually drunk in Tamil Nadu, and the liquor business has significantly contributed to the state exchequer, which has funded the welfare schemes of different governments, be that the DMK or the AIDMK. But there have been many accidents and deaths related to alcoholism as well as domestic violence, and the women in particular are blaming alcohol and the free supply and the free availability of liquor for it. My colleague Shisha Reddy travelled to an area on the outskirts of Chennai to file this extremely disturbing story.
Vasantha lost the battle to the liquor bottle in October last year. The 42-year-old's husband, an alcoholic, died after his health rapidly deteriorated. The only silver lining in that, it brought an end to the daily physical and mental abuse Vasantha suffered for much of her married life.
மிக்ஸி கிரைண்டர் நமக்கு தேவையா? நமக்கு தேவை வந்து மனுஷால் தான் தேவை. மனுஷால் தான் தேவை. இது மிக்ஸி கிரைண்டர் வரும் போகும் அதெல்லாம் மனுஷால் இன்றைக்கி போனால் நாளைக்கு வர முடியுமா? ஒரு சின்ன குழந்தைய வச்சுருக்காங்க, செத்து போயிடுறாங்க, தூக்கு மாட்டிக்கிறாங்க, வண்டியில் ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆகி சாகுது. இதெல்லாம் இந்த குடியால் தான் நம்ம வருது.
Vengambakam, a locality of about 500 families, is located beyond Chennai's Vendalur Zoo. Every household has at least one member who frequents a liquor shop every day. And every other shack here tragically is home to a widow with anger against the bottle bringing to the fore bottled up emotions. The government has snatched away domestic peace and marital bliss by providing easy access to liquor, goes the argument.
நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டுக்கிட்டு இந்த வேதனை யாருக்கிட்ட போய் நம்ம அண்ணன் பிள்ளைங்க எத்தனை நாள் சாப்பாடு போடுவோம்? ஒரு 4 ஆடு வச்சுக்கின்னு ஒரு ரேஷன் அரிசி அட்டை இருக்குது, வீடு தான் இல்லை. எது நல்ல தங்க மாதிரி இருக்கிற அண்ணா 2 அண்ணன்மாருங்க இறந்துட்டாங்க இப்போ தான்.
The liquor business contributed 26,188 crore rupees in 2014-15. One reason why successive governments have let the liquor flow in Tamil Nadu.
Where do you invest? You invest in programs like free distribution of mixer, grinder and fans, etc. and which are durable only for 2-3 years. They are not going to improve the conditions of the poor people. The investment should be in such a way that it should lift them above poverty.
The other argument against imposition of prohibition is that spurious liquor will replace legitimate supply of alcohol. Anti-liquor activists wonder why the state assumes it cannot crack down on illicit liquor trade.
TASMAC, the state agency that sells liquor in Tamil Nadu, is another name for evil in many households. With the opposition parties promising to shut the 6,800 TASMAC shops should they come to power, prohibition as an issue is slowly occupying centre stage in the run-up to the assembly elections next year. In Chennai, Reddy for India Today.
Hope the powers that be in Tamil Nadu are watching that report from near Chennai. But the prohibition demand has had an unexpected fallout. Professor Ramu Manivannan, who is the HOD of the Department of Political Science and Public Administration at the Madras University, claims that he has been removed from his post because he refused to divulge information about the students who had taken part in the prohibition protest a few days ago. Reddy spoke to Professor Ramu at the Madras University.
The first time they held a hunger strike, it wasn't indefinite hunger strike, but the university administration called police and then they said, we don't want you to be arrested, but they cleared them from the campus. And bringing a police into the campus to clear the students, first of all, was highly objectionable. And then the second instance, when this particular first incident happened, they said that I am instigating them to do this, and then they pressed charges against me in the syndicate at the same time. But the other professors in the university said they would not support this move. And subsequently, when the students sat in hunger strike in the second time, and in the middle of the strike itself, that senior officials from the administration went to the students and asked their details, say like name. They collected all the information about them. They were called to the respective departments. They were threatened, abused, humiliated, and then their applications, they were all pulled out, and they said what will happen to your career and future. And then this is all for students asking the liquor shops to be closed in this country. Where are we heading in this country, and what kind of education that the universities wants to spread? And then this is a pure politicization of education, because not only that our university vice chancellors and administration are being officials are appointed because of political considerations, because of the corruption, and then the political loyalties to the government in power.
Right, I must say that the professor there is raising some very pertinent questions. Joining me now from Salem on Up South is PMK leader and former Union Health Minister Dr. Anbumani Ramdas. Dr. Ramdas, thanks for joining us there from Salem. Do you get the sense that prohibition as an issue is slowly getting into the center stage of Tamil Nadu politics? Almost all the political parties are talking about it. Today you saw the DMK holding huge demonstrations all over Tamil Nadu.
Absolutely. And I'm very happy that, in fact, except the ADMK, all the parties, including the DMK, has joined the bandwagon on prohibition. In fact, this was initiated by our party, We have been fighting for this for more than 30 years. And today I see that all the parties, and this has become a people's movement basically. But the only thing is this shouldn't be politicized. Like, this shouldn't be just for vote bank politics. Like, this is a social issue, and the problem in Tamil Nadu is 4-year-old drinking. This has been, this has been looked upon by the entire population of Tamil Nadu in bad taste, because 4-year-old drinking, then 15-year-old girls drinking, then 16-year-old girls together, they are drunk and then creating a ruckus. Yesterday in Salem, a 13-year-old boy in school uniform was found drunk in the bus stand. So these incidents created a very bad taste, and since now this prohibition issue has become a core issue, and I'm sure the people now, they have taken the movement themselves. The students have now come to the streets to protest.
Right. Dr. Ramadas, you say that this should not be done for political mileage, but that's precisely what the ruling party is accusing you and all other opposition parties of doing, that you are doing this, raising this issue with the 2016 assembly elections in mind.
No, that is only for the DMK. See, DMK has lifted prohibition in 71, and 44 years we've been having liquor here in Tamil Nadu. But the core issue here is the liquor factories. I could go the other way, saying that 70% of the alcohol supplied to the Tasma shops are by the liquor factories owned by the DMK and the ADMK. And the DMK now, the first time they're going to protest after 65 years against liquor. This shows their the desperation for election. See, only the DMK now, they are very desperate. They'll promise anything to get votes. Like. So people don't believe the DMK because they have lifted prohibition in 44 years. People, I could blatantly accuse saying that the 4-year-old starts drinking in Tamil Nadu just because of the DMK as well as the ADMK.
Right. Your neighbouring state Kerala has imposed partial prohibition. What's your own assessment, Dr. Ramadas, of what the state has managed to achieve so far?
No, I could appreciate them because it's a good beginning for them, because in Kerala, the per capita consumption of alcohol is the highest in the country. But in Tamil Nadu, the total revenue is the highest in the country for alcohol. And Tamil Nadu, the highest number of road traffic accidents in the country is in Tamil Nadu. Highest number of suicides in the country is in Tamil Nadu. Highest number of young widowers in the country is in Tamil Nadu. Highest crime against women in the country is in Tamil Nadu. All because of liquor. And you can't say that if you do away with the liquor, then there'll be illicit liquor. In Tamil Nadu, last year, 20 people died due to illicit liquor. But 2 lakh people died due to the liquor sold by the government. So you can't take this issue on that. So, but I appreciate the Kerala government on that. But Tamil Nadu, when you say a 4-year-old starts drinking, and 15-year-old girls and 12-year-old boys and school uniforms, and I don't think a partial prohibition or step-by-step is going to matter. We have to have a total prohibition and enforce it in totality. That's the only solution today.
Right. Dr. Anbumari Ramadas, thanks a lot for joining us on Up South and sharing your perspective on what's happening in Tamil Nadu. After the suicide by Congress activist in Tirupati on Saturday, today it was the turn of YSR Congress President YS Jaganmohan Reddy to raise the issue of the special status to Andhra Pradesh at a meeting in Delhi today. He was demonstrating at Jantar Mantar, and his basic demand is that the promise which was made to Andhra Pradesh by the previous UPA government has not been honoured as yet, despite it's been over a year since Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated and Telangana was formed.
I blame the Congress party that day who have not made this part of the act. I blame the BJP who were witness to this and who have voted to it, saying that they will give 10 years special status instead of 5 years. I also blame Telugu Desam party who also voted that day for the division. Today, all these people who voted that day to break the state, now they're going back on their word. Why is it so? We blame all the 3 people, the Congress, the BJP and the Telugu Desam party. Today, Chandrababu Naidu, why is it that he's not fighting? Why is it that Chandrababu Naidu, even though we've demanded for it, even though we pressed it in the assembly, why hasn't he moved a resolution in the assembly? Chandrababu Naidu today is not responding to it because he wants to save his skin. He's neck deep in his scams.
Time for a break on Up South. After the break, South India shows the way. 7 out of the top 10 cities in the Swachh Bharat campaign are from South India. South India shows the way. In fact, 7 of the top 10 cities in the list released by Swachh India campaign are from South India. This was on the basis of the extent of open defecation and solid waste management practices. Mysuru tops the list and it's at number 1, followed by Trichy in Tamil Nadu at number 2. That is followed by Kochi at number 4 and followed by Hassan, Mandya, Bengaluru and Thiruvananthapuram. In fact, 39 South Indian cities figure in the top 100. My colleague Pratibha Raman sent us this report.
It would seem the new king of Mysuru has been lucky for the city, which has topped the Swachh Bharat rankings among 476 cities in the country done by the Union Urban Development Ministry. Karnataka has done exceptionally well with 3 other cities, Hassan, Mandya and Bengaluru, that appear in the top 10. Now both Mandya as well as Mysuru are located between 2 rivers, that is the Kabini as well as the Kaveri. Now they have excelled in both wastewater treatment as well as quality of water bodies that has resulted in the reduction of waterborne diseases. Now Mandya had achieved 68% of the target in 2013-14 with at least over 17,000 toilets that were constructed, resulting in minimal open defecation as well as extensive adoption of solid waste management practices. Now Bengaluru's name in the list has raised quite a few eyebrows, what with the garbage crisis. But it has been acknowledged that this crisis has forced the city to adopt solid waste management practices on a war footing. In Bengaluru, Pratibha Raman, India Today.
That brings us to the end of this very clean Up South show. News and updates will continue on India Today. Thanks for watching.